Why, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to our live stream today. My name is Bruno Bertucci. I hope you liked that little intro thing. That's a bit different today. We are here live from Perth, Western Australia. As I mentioned, my name is Bruno Bertucci. My wife is Kylie Bertucci. She's an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm a supporting demonstrator, and we have some awesome products and projects to share with you today. Where's Kylie, you're probably asking? Kylie's suffering a bit at the moment with her sciatica, so I'm here with you. She might pop her head in later in the live stream, but we'll see. Yeah, anyway. I am really happy to be here with you today. Let's see who's live in the chat. Shoshana, how are you? Kylie is in the live chat. So, wow, I just looked at myself in the live stream. I did look in the mirror, but anyway, this is what it is. So, Kay, yes, we have moved. We moved about 3 months ago from Melbourne to Perth. So, yes, we have. Okay, so we've got Charlotte, we've got Sarah, Charlotte again, Charlotte, Shoshana, Samantha, Vicky, Michelle, Stampin' Up at Nuria, Edelheid, Marsha. Yes, thumbs up if you haven't already done so. Very good. So I think we're all live on Facebook as well. So that's all going very well. Now, we've got a few reminders that we need to share with you. First of all, if you haven't already done so, please join our online Stampin' Retreat waitlist for our next online Stampin' Retreat, Session 3. We know how much you guys really enjoy online Stampin' Retreats, so we have that one for you. We also have a special deal at the moment for two-tone cardstock. Now, all two-tone cardstock is available for you at 20% off until 11th of July, which is today. So you might be wondering, what is two-tone cardstock? Well, as the title suggests, it's cardstock that is two-tone. Now, I have a value pack, sample pack here. I might just do the downward facing camera. So this is a sample pack here, and I got this one. It is called the Weekend Adventures cardstock, so that gives you a clue of something that's going to be coming up on our channel soon. So yes, it's a way to get some two-tone cardstock, and you can see this is the piece of pecan pie, and these are the two tones. So on one side it's the dark, and on the other side it is the lighter version of the same same cardstock. So this, and it comes in all these colors. So it comes in basically every color. It comes in, not basically, it comes in every color in the Stampin' Up palette, but there are a few of these sample packs that you might be able to test the waters on. So that's what we have there. Now, what else do I have to share with you? We have our video class bundle that's available at the moment. This is featuring the Florals in Bloom collection. So you can scan this code here to buy it by itself, but for this month only, you can also subscribe. And so what that means is that you purchase the bundle for 6 months, and instead of paying for all 6 months, you get the 6th month for free. So it's just 5 months that you pay. And so that subscription is only available this month. So you're going to want to jump on that. Now, before I go on, I'm just going to share my screen. Oops, wrong one. I don't want to share that. Sorry about that, everybody. That's the one I want to share. Okay, so this is the home page that you're going to want to go to. To get here, you can just click on shop.kyliebatucci.com, and this will take you to our online store. And you can see that deal at the moment that I just mentioned about the 20% off cardstock. So if I go back to this one here, I'll just click on shop now. You can see that every pack of two-tone cardstock is on sale, including these sample packs. So the pack of single color, which contains how many sheets? 12 sheets, is $14 at the moment. But they also have these sample packs, which are in the colors in each of those sweet collections. And it comes in the colors that's displayed, but the pack is also 12 sheets. So it's inexplicably a bit more expensive for some reason, but it gives you a chance. If you get the sample pack, it gives you a chance to just get a few of each color rather than getting 12 of one color. So that's something that you're going to want to take advantage of if you haven't already tried out the two-tone cardstock. But what we're here for is these new July products. So I'm just going to click on that, and we're going to see the products that we purchased from this new July offering. So we got quite a lot, and so we're going to go through what we've got. Okay, so let's go to the live chat and see what we have for you. Something just moved here. So Vicky Allenson, Everyday You and Me is sold out. I'm sure that's going to come back, maybe, if that's actually, I don't think was that in the last chance list? I'm not quite sure. Good morning to you, Yvonne. Randy, I used to tear my cardstock for all my projects. Interesting, so did I for quite a lot. That's one thing about the two-tone cardstock, actually. The inside is white. So what you can do, you can tear it and it's white on the inside, or you can use sandpaper and the white comes through. But yes, that's something that you can do. Now, before I get to it, I just noticed something that I forgot to mention. So I'm just going to grab it. Oops. And I'll just do the downward facing camera. And these are our amazing, you remember last week on the channel, Kylie made a collection of these, but these are our customer cards for this month. So if you want one of these, all you need to do is place an order in our online store and we will get one of these out for you. So we have one more color that we still have to make. But yeah, if you want one of these beauties, all you need to do is place an order and we will get them one of these out to you. They are really, really nice design that Kylie made. So yeah. So without further ado, I am going to start our unboxing here. Now, I don't have a catalogue that I can actually show you, but good morning, Sarah Jane over on Facebook. Good morning, Judith over on Facebook. Now, the first thing that I'm going to show you, there's no real order to these because, like I said, there's no catalogue. Thank you for posting that link. Now, the first thing that I'm going to show you is this amazing embossing folder. Now, you've probably seen lots of people using this. It's really nice. It is really, really, really nice. and it's this mega size as well, so keep that in mind. I'll just grab a normal size embossing folder just so you have a comparison. Well, there's two normal sizes. This is the normal size, and this is the square normal size. So keep in mind this Sunflower 3D one is mega. It really is a stunning embossing folder. And because I know how much you guys love it when we do it, I'm going to emboss one. So I have a piece of cardstock here, just slightly the wrong size. Thanks Chantel, I'm glad you like it. I hope you like it. It's funny, in the olden days when we lived in Melbourne, for us to send something to WA, it would take a long time. But now it's quick. Okay, so I've just popped that in. Have an embossing folder. What's this called? Stamp and cut and emboss machine. Prepare for your mind to be blown, people. What happened to the embossing plate? I don't know where the embossing plate is. Is that it? I found it. You can stop looking, everyone. It's important that I do this because your mind is going to be blown when you see it. Now, you guys all know Patty Bennett. Patty Bennett did an amazing assortment of projects using this. Now, one thing I forgot to tell you is all of these products that I'm showing you today are available right now to purchase. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? It's got like a blue tinge to this, but anyway, the light, sorry about the lighting, we have to work that out still, but anyway, look at it. How stunning is that? So yeah, that's what it looks like. It's called the Sunflower 3D Embossing Folder. Now on this you could use blending brushes, or you can color it, or you can do whatever you would like. I'll just turn this light down because maybe that's the problem. So, Sunflower Embossing Folder. Now, I've got a question for you. Would you like to see the samples now, or would you like to see them at the end? So, lock in your answer there. Hi, Kathy McKenzie over on Facebook. Hi, Deborah Babcock over on Facebook. What would you prefer? I can't remember where I saw it, but just using gold cardstock looks amazing. Okay, Patricia, you want to see them now? So I've got a couple, I've got two. Now you might have seen on my Facebook, is that a half sheet of cardstock? I missed how he cut it. It was just a piece of cardstock that I had lying around, but a half piece of cardstock would be perfect. This is a half piece of cardstock here. So yeah, you could just half that. And it's perfect for a metric cardstock. So the first sample I have is just a simple one here. I actually did the 3D embossing folder and I cut out this one. I embossed it in the Darling Duckling. I think that's what this color is called, and I just used some blends over the top of that. Don't look too close around there, but anyway, that's just a simple one. And the other one you might have seen on our Instagram page or our Facebook page. Yes, great for scrapbooking layout. Good idea, Vicky. This is the other one that I made. So I did this in white. Embossed it in white, and then I just coloured it using Stampin' Blends. In the background there, I used Timid Tiger, and the actual sunflowers are in all of the yellows. So I just went for it in every single yellow, just using lines, literally just line, 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 and it all came together. That's funny, Megan. Just a simple one with fussy cutting, embossing, and colouring. But anyway, this is something that I did just with, there's another one that's coming up later on where I actually embossed it and then I put it back through to flatten it out. So that's another idea. So yeah, hope you like those two, but that's the sunflower. If you haven't already added this to your collection, it's a must-have. Like it really is. I know we say that about all the products, but this is really, really, really stunning. So that's the Sunflower 3D embossing folder. Now, the next one we have is I think it's a standalone stamp set. Well, I hope it's a standalone stamp set because I didn't get the dies that go with it. And if there are dies, I wish I had them. But I always think you can never have enough stamps that have leaves. Over the last couple of years, there's been some really good leaves stamps. This one here is a 2-step stamp, so you can use this shading stamp in conjunction with this one. It's a bit of a strange pattern. Kylie said, "Can you show the border of the white card?" Such a great idea. Oh yeah. So yeah, it's just got a bit of a I guess you'd call it scoring. Yeah, just scoring. And it was a mistake, to be honest. The piece of cardstock that I used, I had already scored in half. And so when I cut it down, it had this score line, and I thought, oh well, I'll just put that score line all the way around. Yeah, you can play with that. Yes. So you can see I'm pretty sure I've used every stamp in this set. But I love it. It's photopolymer, and so you can use like a stamp positioner to line these up, or you can just do it by eye, like I did. Artistic leaves. So I got a couple samples for you here. I'll just put that over on there. So here's the first one. I just stamped this with early espresso, and then behind that in the background I used the shading color, and I think I stamped that in pecan pie behind and just aligned this over the top just so you could see that as a shadow. This little splatter is just this one here that I stamped again and again and again. And cut that out, put a piece of the textured metallics. I used the copper sheet. Hi Tess, welcome. Hi Rissa, how are you? I added a layer of this mini corrugated. Mini corrugated is beautiful, stunning. And I just put that on a pecan pie card base. Is it nudie? Nudie run. So that's that project. Embossed, heat embossed with copper embossing. Got another one here. So I stamped, so this you can see the two layers, the two-step stamping. So the main image is in early espresso, and then the shading image is in grey granite. So then I stamped 1, 2, 3, 4 in grey granite, and 1, 2, 3 in crumb cake. And I just filled in all the background with some grey granite blends. The card base is basic white, and I added this piece just for a bit of interest behind in grey granite. And I wanted to use the leaf stamp, so I challenged myself to use that, and so I made this one here. Weird colours, I know. But I had some Timid Tiger on my desk, and I also had some Mossy Meadow on my desk. So this piece of DSP, I think it's from the... I think it's coming up. I think it's Floral Charm, this piece of DSP. But we'll see anyway. But this is just a simple idea of repetitive stamping. I literally just stamped them all in Mossy Meadow, and then I came across and used the Timid Tiger over the top. Nudie run, sorry. So yeah, I like those three. Same but different. I'm glad you guys like it. So now we have some designer series paper. I'm pretty sure this is a standalone pack, but if it's not, I'm sure you guys will tell me. It's called The Need for Tweed. I have a need for tweed. Is that what it reminds you of? As you can see, I've already hacked into this one. But let's replace that. Okay. So the makeup of this collection is, so it has 12 sheets, of course, but I think it's you get 3 of each, so very textural. Reminds me of a 70s couch. Lots of different colors there. It's really weird coloring on the screen today. I'm sorry everyone, I don't know what I can do. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you can see it. Laurie, over on Facebook, I debated on the Tweed DSP. Love all the textures. Glad you like it. The image, the card, Sarah Jane. Susan, glad you like that too. I think there's one more sheet. Yep. Oh no, there's another design here too. This is beautiful. This is like a cushion. On screen, the color looks okay. Okay, that's good to know. I'll just stop worrying about it. Good. So they are the... so in each of these, so this is front and back, and you get a third one of each of them. So, yeah, 3 of each of the designs. So it's different makeup to the normal 2 of each design. So there's 3 of each design, and you get 1, 2, 3, 4 different double page designs. Yes, that makes sense. Okay, so the sample that I made used this one because that's the one that really stood out to me. And it's using a bundle. Actually, I'll show you the bundle first next, before I show you this one. Rissa, you all will do some neat stuff with this. At the moment, my eyes say no. This is beautiful. Like, I can imagine this in a scrapbook layout or something like that. Yeah. Very good. So, yeah. Now, let me show you the bundle that I'm going to... Now, I'll leave this here because the first sample that I use, I made uses this piece here. So this is a bundle. This is really good. You might overlook this, but I'm telling you, please don't. If for no other reason, this sentiment die, no, it's not a sentiment die, it's just a banner. This is a perfect size for so many different things. Of course, all the sentiments fit in there, but even if you have a smaller sentiment, you have lots of accent pieces that you can add to it. So if this isn't already in your collection, add to cart. Thank you very much. Very good. Now, the sentiments, they're beautiful. You are so appreciated. You're the best. Thank you. A little kindness makes a big difference. So grateful for that heart of yours. Lots to choose from, and it's a nice font. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Chantal. It's red rubber, so that's always a bonus. Well, they're both a bonus, but I actually just prefer cling a bit. And let's have a closer look at the die collection. So there's lots of foliage and leaves and things like that. One and 2 inch of stripes of tweed. It's a great idea. Stampin' at Nuria. I forget how to say that. Stampin' at Nuria. Can you write it phonetically, please? Vicky, have that stamp set coming to me? Good. Now, the first sample that I've got to show uses this bundle and this one here. So this is the sample that I have. I used black. Now, this color here, while it may look white, it's sort of like a halfway between white and basic beige. So I decided to use basic beige. And I don't know if you can see, but the layer on the back is the embossing folder. I forget what it's called, something like tweed lines. Anyway, yeah, you can sort of see it there. but I love it. I love it. It doesn't need, this paper doesn't need to be the main focus, but I really like it. So I just stamped the sentiment using tuxedo black on a piece of basic beige, and see how this piece here, even though I haven't centered the sentiment, I've off-centered it and added it to the top and just added some of this foliage down there. Rissa, see now that is really nice. Oh, I'm glad. So Lisa Harden, you like the one with the sunflower? Thank you very much. So Kylie Sullivan, Newry. Okay, I'll try to remember that, Newry. Now for the rest of the samples, I'll pack this paper up. I'll put it away properly later. So there's our first sample. Second one. Now again, I used that same banner piece and just added a few of these in the colours of the cardstock that was on my desk already. That's how we roll here. So we have grey granite here. This is Timid Tiger and this is Darling Duckling. And this stunning embossing folder. Now, something to keep in note with this embossing folder, when you use it in this direction, the cardstock gets smaller. In this direction, it doesn't change size, but because of all the indentations, the cardstock gets smaller in this direction. So if you cut it to size, keep in mind it's going to change size. So what I did was I'd cut it to size already, but then I found I had to cut off this end just to make it even. The third one, so I mentioned earlier about a project where I used this, I embossed it, and then I ran it through to flatten it again. And this is the project that I did. So what I did, I flattened the embossing, but it still had the texture in the cardstock. So I just used a blending brush over the top just to bring out the design. I'd like to try this again, but just with just even lighter hand on the blending brush. As you can see, I had this color cardstock on my desk. So that's what I used. Is it nudie? No, it's not. So I hope you like those three. And you will see this piece used at least one, two, three, 4 more times. So this, if nothing else, people, this die here is a reason to get the die collection. So buy the bundle. Add to cart. Thank you very much. Or use the blending brush on the sunflowers before you flatten it. That's a good idea, Charlotte. Add to broadcast. Thank you very much for that excellent idea. That's very big. That's a very, very good idea, Charlotte. Hi, Rochelle. Yes, you might have to watch the replay. What else do we have over on Facebook? Sarah Jane, love the die set, but the DSP paper will need further encouragement on. It's been 50 plus years since the 70s, and for me that isn't long enough. That's a good comment. Thank you for that. Okay, let's move on to our next product. And that is the Charming Day. So we have a bundle, we have some ribbon and cardstock, and of course some, I think it's called the Floral Floral Charm DSP, Sweet Collection. It's usually the name of the design series paper. So this reminds me of something that was out a couple years ago. I can't exactly remember which one, but it has lots of sketchiness in the, that sounds bad, in the stamp set. It's a cling stamp set, of course. So we've got a couple of floral images, some sentiments using different fonts. Now in the die collection, we have dies that cut out the stamped images, 1, 2, 3, but there's also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 accent pieces that you can use. Also comes with some petal pink. Ooh, I didn't actually open, well, I opened it, but I didn't. This would go really nice with the paper. So it's like what they use. Well, it's got a similar feel. It's not the same design, but it's got a similar feel to what they use macrame, that type of thing, or a Hessian bag. But it's a pink Hessian bag, if that makes sense. Very nice. Now that also comes with a sheet of faceted dots. I'm guessing petal pink, strawberry slush, and Secret Sea, I'm guessing. Doesn't have the colours on the back. Lots of dots there. And of course the designer series paper. So let's have a look at that. You can see I've hacked into that already. So the colours in that are Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Mossy Meadow, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Timid Tiger. So let's see what we have. We have one design. As you can see, I've hacked it. Nice design. Beautiful. Of course, these rears with like that, stunning. Absolutely stunning. Great for scrapbooking, this rear side of that. Rissa, this paper I can see lots of potential in, yeah. What do you think? You like this paper? So the suite contains the bundle, the designer series paper, the shimmer dots, and the ribbon. Those watery coloured solidish designs make great card backgrounds if you don't have the cardstock colour. Great idea. So let's have a look at a couple samples. This was the last one that I was playing with, so I don't have a lot. Oh, I didn't add a sentiment to this one. So here's one I made. I actually felt that there was a colour missing on the list. Now on this one here that I used, I felt like that was Cajun Craze, so I used Cajun Craze. That's a Cajun Craze card base, and I just did some stamping down the bottom here and added a layer of designer series paper. I wanted to give that sort of peekaboo look across the bottom there, so I added that, and then I stamped twice and coloured using blends. And so the colours that I used were Cajun Craze, Mossy Meadow, and Pecan Pie. But this layer is something that you can use basically on anything, any suite. So have a peekaboo down the bottom and stamp using the same colour on that cardstock. Add a piece of designer series paper, and then add a focal piece across the bottom. I mean, focal piece across the middle, not the bottom. Oh dear. So the second one, like I said, I forgot to put a sentiment. So I wanted to use, so it has the stamped image where you can cut that out, but I wanted to use some of these other accent pieces. So I cut it out, and I was like, well, what do you do with that? And so I just cut it out using basic white and colored it and used the darker color to give a bit of emphasis around the ends. And I just added another layer of white underneath just to give a bit of a shadow. So yeah, I'll have to pop on the sentiment. I might use this one here. Thanks for being you. Very nice. That is the Floral Charm Suite collection. Now the last suite collection is the Painterly Pears. And this is probably one that you might have thought, oh my goodness, what can I do with pears? This has been the one that I was most inspired by. I don't know whether it's the images on the paper or the colors that are in the suite. I love it. So first of all, we have the photopolymer stamp set. A couple of sentiments there. They're on the smaller side. I would have preferred if some of them were just a bit bigger, but anyway, we'll go with what we've got. Now each of the images is 2 steps, so we've got the outline and the fill in. I actually didn't use the stamp set because I loved the designer series paper, as you will see. But yes, you could use 2-step stamping. So these two go together, these two, and these two. So this is the little inside bits for these 3 flowers. Sentiments, some splatters. You could use that as a splatter, but you can also use that as a splatter. This is the die collection. Now the die collection is stunning. What's really cool, these fit the sentiments. So this is the only one that doesn't fit within there, but the rest all fit within these. These cut out the die, the stamped image, as well as some of the images in the designer series paper, but we also have these accent pieces that are just stunning. So I'll just put that off to the side. Perfectly Pears. Sarah Jane, I'm really trying to love the pears as I love the colours, but can't get past the pear factor. Yeah, okay, that's understandable. Most people are not into stamping with fruit like that. Okay, we've got some Mossy Meadow and Gold trim. I actually forgot about this on my projects, and there's one that I think would have looked nice, but anyway. it is what it is. Mossy Meadow and Gold trim. We have low profile sparkle dots, and I'm guessing the colors here. I'm guessing Dapper, Mossy, and let's say Secret Sea. Rissa, I need a money tree. Anyone else? Yes. Now, let's look at the paper. And if you haven't already seen this, I have a feeling that you're going to love the paper. Colors used on the paper are okay, we have Basic Beige, Darling Duckling. Okay, so I reckon this is Darling Duckling then. Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Petal Pink, and Secret Sea. Okay, the other one is Secret Sea, not whatever I said. Maybe I said Secret Sea. So, oh, beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Ooh. Beautiful coloring. I'm really impressed. Stunning piece there. As you can see, I hacked this one. As you can see, I hacked this one. This is the one that I hacked. Now, I'm going to take some time here and show you what you can do. With the dies. So, this piece cuts out the pair. This cuts out a collection of 2 pairs. This cuts out the flowers. This cuts out the leaves. And these are accent pieces. So this piece, why stamp when you can cut it out? No, you want to stamp as well. But this shading on this is stunning. Okay. Now, where was I before I rudely interrupted myself? Now, I've seen some samples of this where you can basically cut into 6 pieces and you've got 6 card bases. So yeah, I'll give that a go. Or that could be a background to a scrapbook piece. Simple. Photo. Done. Some of these look like a kitchen wallpaper. Yeah, they do. Stunning. Hello. 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 And that one there. Lots of beautiful things in here. So the bundle is, the suite is the designer series paper, perfectly pairs, low profile sparkle dots, and DSP. What's this called? Ribbon, Mossy Meadow, and Gold trim. Now these are the samples that I liked creating the most. I don't know, it must be the colors, I don't know. Now, which one will I show first? Okay, this is the simplest, I would say. So, piece of designer series paper, use that same, like I said, this die is really cool. Stamp, cut out, cut this piece out, we're done. How striking is that background though? I like the back side of the DSP. Okay, yeah, the back sides of each of, like this one here is probably my favorite DSP out of all the DSP that I've shown you today, this one here. And I'm pretty sure I have a sample, yes, I have a sample showing that. There's the first one. Now the second one, okay, let's look at this one. So what I've got this DSP that I've used here. I stuck that on a piece of Mossy Meadow, which I don't know if you can see. And then added this copper frame using the Everyday Arches die collection, and I cut that out from a piece of textured metallic, and I cut all these out from that sheet, from this sheet here. Cut out this, cut out this, cut out two of these, and then I added this accent piece behind. And of course the sentiment with the little die that cuts out. And my final sample to show you today is this one here. So I was going to use a piece of designer series paper, but I had a couple of these left over from one of the earlier samples, so I just decided to use them all. So I made my own panel of designer series paper there. So just cut those out, added this sentiment piece from the Label Me Grateful, and just stuck that over the top and did some stamping in the background, the same color. So this is Darling Duckling cardstock, and just stamped over the top, and then added a panel of Mossy Meadow, then another panel of Darling Duckling, and just stuck those over the top. And that, my friends, is it. So I'll just put the paper away, and then we can just go through all the samples and you can tell me which ones you like. These samples that you've seen today, we'll see them in more detail on our social media and blog over the coming weeks. But let's just lay them all out. Garbage truck is collecting our rubbish. It's so nice that we can share the garbage truck collection every Friday. I'll put that one like this because I didn't add the sentiment. Okay, which one's your favorite? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the background, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, or 13. 13. Tell me, what do you think? Let's see on Facebook. Sarah Jane says, I love how the dies cut out the pieces, and I do love the B side of the paper pear, so I guess I'm now sold. Good. I'm glad. Judith over on Facebook likes number 4. This one here. What else do we have? Favorite is the sunflowers for Nura. I think it was Nura. 3, lots of 3s. We have an 11. 3, 9, 10, 11. Thanks, Brenton. The pears, yeah. Honestly, the pears were my favourite. And, you know, looking now, this is probably my favourite card. Close second, close third of all of them. This one here was a treat to make. Like, this one here, like, it really did. As I was making it, it was making me happy. K Mast Clinic, number 4. Hope Renee, like the leaves. Yeah, the leaves, like this came together very quickly. So that was something that I really enjoyed. Great. Well, you guys, thank you so much for watching. How long have we been going for? We've been going for 57 minutes. Wow. That's impressive. Been able to talk for 57 minutes. That's great. I'm really happy with today. Like I said, all of these products, in the past, we've shown you things that you can't necessarily purchase right away. But all of these products are the ones that you...
Hi!
Kylie's here!
I wanted to say hello. You did such a good job. And I need to come over here and do this. Ready? Yay! And I think the most surprising was the pears.
Yeah?
Yep. Because I think I would do the same. I'd look at the pears and be like, I don't know. But it's like a Picasso. I've got my little, my sciatica belt on.
Can I see it?
Sure. Oh, actually, I'll just hover over here.
Okay.
There you go. Hi. Hi, everyone. Hi. I just had a really warm shower and it's helped calm things down a little bit, which is good. Come here, little one. It finds it hard to zoom when both of us are here.
At different levels.
Is that good? No. But anyway, just want to say hi.
Hi. Okay, there we have.
Oh, good.
So, yes, all of these are available to purchase right now.
Amazing.
So go buy them all, sell them out, and also today take advantage of the this
20%
off card
two-tone
cardstock. It's really good. One thing I will say, if you're using it for fun folds, when you fold it, it breaks the fiber, so you can see the core. So it might, unless that's the look that you're going for, if you're using it for fun folds and card bases, you can see the fold. But this is amazing for layers, and the two-toneness is really good.
How did the girls thing go last week, Bruno?
What girls thing?
With all the girls here, 14
oh,
girls.
Wow.
They were really good. They were super quiet.
Yeah, very quiet.
I think a lot of young ones really struggle with like conversing with each other these days. So especially in a big group like that, I thought it was going to be like really rowdy, but they were all very shy. It was very cute. Yeah. But we all learnt a little bit about each other. Yeah, everyone walked away knowing a little bit more about each other, so that was really nice. And I cooked them some chocolate spiders, which if you remember, you would have seen me cook those, and that was hilarious. Elaine got our own private mayhem of a cooking session.
Well, something else, another video I was watching, they were melting chocolate, and it said, it was a video of how to you know those chocolate fountains?
Oh, yes.
It said the thing with anything melted chocolate is water. Keep it away from water.
Keep it away from water.
So that must have been...
My whole double boiler fell in the water.
It fell in the water.
I should have just trusted the Thermomix. It's amazing for melting chocolate. But anyway, I don't know, I thought because it was in bulk that it would be easy to do it on the double boiler. But anyway, it gave Elaine a lot of entertainment, and all those that watched the replay, they were like, what?
Everything went well on Facebook.
It went really good, yeah, really good. So that worked out well. But no, really good job, hun. You did excellent, and yeah, you definitely sold me.
And customer cards, remember, people.
Yep, get those.
If you want one of these, place an order. It's yours.
Yep. And then we've got the video class bundle subscription too that Bruno showed you.
Yes.
So this is the only month that you can get the subscription, and then the next 6 months. Wow, look at those. They've come up so good. Can you show the front camera with the one I was talking about with the edge? You can see it better. I love that it was a mistake.
The
beveled edge, the scored edge. Can you see it now? How good does it look? I think that border is a very clever idea.
Hey, did you notice at the start that I did this?
That's very good.
Did you notice that, people?
He was dancing in the background, wasn't he?
I'll put it back just because usually this is when we're like blowing our nose and
picking was there anything else I wanted to share with with all of you?
Next Friday.
The pizza. We did a really good pizza night.
Yep.
And that was on the members page too. I did some pizza cooking. And what was that?
Next Friday we won't be here live.
Yes, next Friday
we will still have something that will premiere this time. So watch this space, and it might be making one of these projects.
Yes.
But anyway, we'll let you know.
We shall see. But yeah, I think that was everything that I could think of to let you know.
I'm ready for another coffee.
Yeah, I'll go get you one. Lovely to see you all. Big hugs to all of you. You've done an epic video, Bruno. Well done.
Epic. 1 hour.
I know it's really good though, but you've done really, really well. So thank you.
Thank you,
kind husband.
Good to see you all.
Bye, everyone.
And we'll see you later.
See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.